back. I've had my hands in the popcorn basket, you know?
But, with the... something that can facilitate the dive with the Yone, but you don't really have that like even trade. But now, Wave is about to crash up in topside. Ice is taking 2 terror shots. So this may be a little bit less concrete as it could have been from BDS's side.
But cement dries quick, so Kana's going to have to see how far he can put his imprint in. Is it onto Ice? The burst is there, grasping roots down. 113 takes it out, and that's well done. Look at bot side. In the meanwhile, that was a bit messy. I think Irrelevant just got 2 kills in the Orn. And, you know, BDS will be happy with that. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. It's a good one.
What is happening, Jake?
I don't know. Can I tell you a joke? Can I tell you a joke while the Dragon's going on? Just quickly before we get back into it. You know, because thinking about jokes. A duck walks into the bar, gets a couple of drinks from people in the bar. Everyone's like, yeah! You know, like that when the Hextech Drake goes down and then we trade objectives. The duck walks out, the bartender says, he haven't paid for his spear. Nothing happens. As you said, cover's still there because it nets more gold from the plating. Nice.
And it also kind of denies Kalist using a lot of the power spike of Kaisa. Like, Kaisa is a good matchup into Ezreal because you can go for this Void Seeker into the immediate killer instinct and you can burst out the Ezreal on those quick trades, but may look for it here.
Maybe like this, Zenithblade follows through, Shield of Daybreak's not too bad, Kalista's getting damaged down, the True Shot Barrage though is about to take out Targamas, he gets flashed on and silenced by Ice, but now as you said, all it takes is Kalista and he flashes instead of getting that killer instinct which comes from his eyes. A double over to the KC hyper carry, and one move is all it takes for KC.
And the Targamas may have gone down, but it was a valiant effort for Dragon. KC a little bit slow on the move.
Yeah. That means it's just going to go over to BDS. So I get my answer of a question if this is just going to be feats of strength. Is it the objective? Because I mean, oh, was it? Well, what the audience doesn't know won't hurt them. This turret's gone. That hurts. BDS, first turret. Yoink.
And also the...
I'm so sorry. Dragon's in 2 minutes 10. Everyone's like, what is he laughing at?
He's popcorn.
No.
It's popcorn.
It's a half HP trade, just the Aurora thing, as Kana's about to get a fistful of damage into melee range. He plays with Icy, flashes away. Call the Forge God doesn't land though. Hang on a minute. BDS do get the kill, but they've used a lot for this. Targamas playing with time, but now he's playing with power. And Ice showcasing that firsthand under the turret. Wait, Bloody teleported in just to get killed. This Herald charge is going to be cheeky. There's a smite there, but this time it ain't the hilly play. 113 has no backup in his way, and BDS get the turret, they get to play again, and I feel like KC had an option there.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on towards mid though, because when everyone kind of investing on towards bottom side.
Because I remember Syzygy and like Typhoon for Gale Force. They have really cool names, you know, and I miss that. Unending Despair could be like absolute grief as there's a disengage from Paris, and again, here's the Orn, he misses, but look, he'll just Bellows Breath, hit Targamas, and another turret goes down. The Wild Growth impacts that as well as Ice just keeps getting all the kill credit. 4-1, almost made it 5 with Kalista on the side. And KC right now going to pick up Bloody, or pick up a turret with Bloody's help. That's a trade, Dacta, but I feel like BDS are just asserting control.
Yeah, but I prefer the mid lane take for BDS than giving over top wards, like one of these wards that are into the Dragon Pit.
He's backing now, I think it's a HP thing, or at least a mana bar worth.
Yeah,
he's also got a Kanic Rookern as well. Good call on that Dagda. TP's in. Nuke is also making his way over, so it's going to be a big fight, but a big fight if KC think to take it. Third Dragon. Again, the problem is that it's either Targamas who goes in, or Vladish sends an ult. It's going to be perfect.
The thing is, though, because BDS or KC have now entered in towards River, they have multiple different exit strategies if they want to, and that's where you can't really go for the big Horn as irrelevant. So this is where KC feel comfortable to start this up because they can play for poke at range, having gotten control of this area.
But look at Ice's poke. True Shot Barrage misses, that's one thing. Irrelevant now coming in off the east wing. Is that west? That's the right. And never mind, ignore that as KC say goodnight. That's over to Atakan, who's going to reset, and BDS now sit in the pit. Just having priority themselves. Irrelevant always sitting off the side. No way to stop the call of the Forge God as we revisit for round 2. But KC have taken a bit of a brunt of damage. They need to wait for Yike to heal up.
Again, though, KC now have to fall back, which means they're giving up that large area of control, so they have less room to get away from Irrelevant, and he knows it. He's going to call it in just a second. I feel like KC have to be so careful with how they approach this.
Paris does get hit though, so that's good. At least some of the poke landing, but call the Forge God now there and in a choke. That's going to be trouble. It's onto Kalista as well. No chance! Easy engage as Irrelevant's on the front line, and at least Bloody gets a great ulti off, but the follow-up just isn't there. BDS chase them down, and we could have told you 5 minutes ago that things are looking grim, but now the proof is definitely in the BDS pudding.
Yeah, caught in the corridor without the hall pass, and BDS slap them into detention. Kana, though, still pushing forward. Looks like at the moment BDS don't feel comfortable.
Almost.
But yeah, you're just trying to draw up BDS so they're separated, and you can start to look for the poke, because in this, 3 versus 4, they can't do much, but there you go again.
It's Ragnarok again.
Oh, he calls
the flash. You're right. Irrelevant gets Yike. True Shot Barrage almost gets him. Searing Charge. I'm watching. Irrelevant is taking on 3, while the rest of KC try to get the carries. Bellows Breath, but Irrelevant walks it out. And that man is one fine Ornn as BDS hold 5 for now, and KC have lost their support. They're engaged. Yike almost off the side as Aurora balanced.
Nuke was just fishing to see if he could get Yike. Vladdy's still pushing into the bot.
And as I'm yapping away, I'm starting to think, which one did BDS try and start off first?
But here's the thing, KC have already got presence on mid. They have Vladdy on a rotation on side. This is a much better setup for KC. We're going to just play for poke without just being caught in that one position.
Soulflare doesn't hit though. Targamas into the fray. Bellows Breath, call the Forge God, as you said. Which direction? Irrelevant. Lacks it back, but it gets nothing. Into the middle though. Vladdy also gets nothing. Paris gets everything, and that's about that, isn't it? BDS, you blink, you look left and right, but everything is a puddle of death.
They just went for the all-in, and BDS were happy to call the bluff. Great ultimate from 113 just before he fell as well. I think he caught 4 members with that Stranglethorn. And now BDS immediately move over towards the Baron with the soul in their back pocket.
If they're not in a joke, just wait till they come on top of you and put down the vines, put down the roots. It was great from BDS, and as they take down the Baron, KC are going to send Kalista to the sides to get a trade, but Baron's gone, soul in the pocket. Artican's still there, but a quick reset from BDS thanks to this Baron will mean that we're going to get another 5v5 around bottom. I mean, yeah, I know you guys talked a lot about how he's been in the LEC before, his journey. People were like, yo, him and Malrang are kind of crazy, no? And like 113 coming in, I mean, he's got a lot to prove. Yeah, I mean, coming off of KC Blue as well, got to feel pretty nice to now be going up against his former team as well, and just being able to go, hey, it's looking pretty good on BDS, even if we're slightly further down. It was the Linsus replacement, right? Like, they had Linsus in for a bit. I know there's... Ow! Nuke is emoting on him. That's unfortunate. Awawa. Got a 14-stack Magi's, and I'm here for it. Even the Masterwork upgrade on the Shadow Flame as well, so a lot of damage coming in off of this champion right now, and now BDS. Again, I look like TP from Relevant, they can just hard force on this tower. There is zero KC can do here. Relevant just needs to ult to zone them. Well, they don't even need to. KC just have to back away. Just with grubs as well. You got 4 grubs, you walk up. Mid's also under fire too. KC have to defend at their Nexus turrets, and they've got the Atacon buff, so a dive is imminent. A 29-minute game, a possibility. No spears connecting, and all of a sudden BDS are putting the final touches in. Vladdy steps up, Paris runs into the turret, and you can see that BDS are putting the focus in on one Nexus turret. Get rid of a little bit of deliverance in the way. BDS now have 5 people still in a healthy enough state with 1 less Nexus turret. Solar Flare comes down from Targamas. In goes Vladdy. Call the Forge God. Irrelevant looking Orny. As perfect as the setup was, as perfect as the spike down was, KC can't get a break. In 29 minutes, BDS moved from 3 to 4. I know Dagger's counting the Panthers, but it's all over Red Rover. And BDS end the split 4 and 5 with a rejuvenated roster. I was convinced BDS were about to dive that in here.